Hello everybody, welcome back. What message do we need to hear today? It's the day before the eclipse. I feel that there's a sense of excitement on the other side of the eclipse. There's a sense of like, this might not be dramatic, but something's definitely been happening in the last 2 weeks. Something's definitely been shifting. Two of Wands, you're coming into your remembrance of what it is that you truly want to do. So the question is not how can I serve others? How can I make myself available to others? It's more of how can I be of service within my own integrity? How can I be of service when I'm in my joy, when I'm in my abundance, right? So the old would have been like martyr, victim, like we push, we strive, we sacrifice so that we can succeed, so we can help others succeed. But now the energy is so much more of coming back to self. We're not reaching for the external validations anymore. We're only looking for our own inner joy, our own inner peace. Eight of Pentacles. So tending to the garden. So this is literally what I was just talking about this morning, was how if you keep showing up for yourself over and over again, you keep putting one foot in front of the other, coming back to the garden, coming back to tend. In fact, this is reminding me I should probably go weed my physical garden right now. But that's the thing, it's like, it's not out of punishment. I keep saying that because a lot of people, when we are trying to do our energetics, when we are trying to do our devotion, we can come up with so many excuses why we shouldn't do it or why we can't do it, right? Oh my God, I'm tired. Oh my God, it's really, I can do it tomorrow. Or like we make up all kinds of excuses because part of us knows that once we do the work, we up level. And that's not always easy because things fall off of our path. Things that we might find comfortable, right? Habits that we might be doing. And we might be looking at those habits right now being like, why am I doing X, Y, and Z? I've always done X, Y, and Z, but maybe it's something that you've outgrown and you're just still doing because it's a habit. The Three of Cups came out. So that inner joy, you might have a small group of friends right now. You might only be by yourself a lot of the times. I know I am, but it's almost like I love myself so much that it doesn't matter how many people are in the vicinity. It's like, I'm here. As long as I'm here in my sunshine, in my joy, then I'm happy. That's what I've been saying a lot lately. As long as I have my sunshine, and look, they're literally on the beach. So it's like end of August. We are here celebrating this beautiful light energy. That's what's really coming in. And also coming into gratitude. What are you grateful for right now? We're about to come into eclipse, the end of the eclipse. So being grateful for this time, being grateful for the disconnection, right? Because you're unplugging things. Five of Wands, you're letting go of chaos. You're letting go of trying to make everybody's life better except for your own. Right? In the past, you might have put your life on hold, on the back burner, but you're choosing yourself. You're letting go. You're letting go of control. And choosing yourself can be something that is innately hard, especially as women, especially as mothers. We always give. And then when we look at our own self, we're like, oh, I don't deserve this. Or, oh, when I'm older, or when I'm retired. No, now is the time. Page of Swords. When we start taking action now from that alignment, from that place of knowing, from that place of clarity, then we can start. So you might be in a place right now where you're like, I know my action is devotion to self. I know I need to do my yoga, my breath work, my meditation. However, it might feel like you've just been doing that and nothing's really coming from it. But the actions that you're taking, the seeds that you're planting, the work that you are doing is so internal that you can't measure that. So you've done a lot more than you think. It's hard to measure internal growth, right? Because it hasn't come fully through yet. Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So your foundation, you're out of survival. Reciprocity, Six of Pentacles is the energy of infinity. So money is coming in however you need it to survive, to thrive. You're coming out of lack mentality and you're coming into flow. So when you're in your flow, you trust. You know that every day you'll be taken care of. You know that you have all the resources that you truly need in this moment. Yes, keep dreaming. Yes, keep broadening your horizons. We're evolving. And there will come a time where all of a sudden that flood of abundance will break through the dam. I keep seeing that. It's like dams are being broken right now in the physical through pressure. And there's a lot of pressure right now. There's a lot of pressure on your body, on your physical, on your mental, on your emotional. But you are so strong that you are alchemizing that pressure and you're turning yourself into a diamond right now. And so that pressure isn't to break you, it's to turn you into the abundance that you deserve. Because it's all coming from you. It's you. It's nobody else is going to do this but you. Two of Cups. You might be also in a place where you're starting to open up for a new relationship. It could be a partnership in love. It could be partnership in business. It could be partnership in friendships, right? So you might have in the past had to let go of a lot of those ships, and now you're starting to create space for new ones. But you're also, it's not picky. You're not picky, but you're also, you're manifesting from this point zero. So it's a bit hard because you never manifested from this version before. You've only manifested from lack, or you've manifested from wounds, and now you're Queen of Swords. So you're manifesting from discernment. You're manifesting from clarity, from knowing your worth. You know what you're worth, so you're not going to settle anymore. So it might feel like you're auditioning, right? You're interviewing people, not necessarily like interviewing them, but you're very much like, these are the things I want, and if you don't match those, we're not a match. And you're not afraid to say it anymore because you know how it feels if you're not in a match, right? You've been in those relationships that are not a match, and it doesn't add joy to you, so we're not going to do that anymore. Five of Cups, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to be in our dissatisfaction. We've been here so much now in our emotions of like, is this all it is? It's a lonely road. It's lonely being by yourself doing all that work. However, that is about to change. We're coming into September, and September is the month where you either have been doing the work or you haven't. So if you haven't been doing the work, it might be that a little bit of a butt kicking is coming in. But if you have been doing the work, you've been priming your surfboard, you've been oiling it, you've been taking care of it, you've been riding the waves and you've been tumbling and falling, but you keep getting back on your surfboard, you will be fine. The Star, like you have been working so hard on your devotion, you've been working so hard on your connection, so that if the wave comes in and you topple down and you're underneath the water in that kind of what's the word? You know, I can't even speak. The undertow, the current, the water that's pulling us under. Well, when you're in the undertow, you still feel Source. Source is like, no, I've got you. I've got you. You've been through this before. You've survived every time. I'm not gonna let you go this time. Eight of Wands. Keep that vision, keep the clarity, right? So with the Star, with the Eight of Wands, with the Queen of Swords, like you are in your manifestation, you are in your creation. You just forgot maybe that you're the creator in this moment. Or maybe you're remembering the tools. You're like, you've upgraded your iPhone or you've upgraded to a different system and you're like learning all the tools and being like, I can do that, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. And everything, you start to zoom out and you can see the bigger picture. I know what's coming in is going to be beyond magic. It's going to be beyond what your heart knows, but your mind hasn't perceived it yet. It has no idea. It thinks like little itty bitty manifestations. In a human self, they feel big, but in your galactic self, in your quantum self, it's very small what you're calling in, because we're so used to being small that anything that is bigger, you have to really be like, I am worthy of this. I am worthy of holding this space. So getting all your ducks in order, getting all the things that you've been saying you're gonna do, start doing them, okay? Because every time you take those steps, every time you're doing them, what you're doing is you're really just pulling back the layers and unfolding and And it's like you're opening up your gifts, you're opening up your packages, you're opening up what the universe has given you. It just might look different than what you were expecting, but it is so in tune to you and so in alignment for you that it'll be like, oh, this is what they meant. Oh, this is what it means to be at peace. This is what it means to be in true joy. This is what it means to not worry, right? A single mom of 3 children who doesn't worry. In this economy, in this world, I have no worries because I trust and I know. And every time I wonder, I'm like, is that gonna come in for me? Boom, it comes in. I'm like, oh, this would be nice if I could have that. Boom, it comes in. And that's how it works, is trusting, ordering, organizing, being in alignment, being ready to receive, and just do that over and over again. So if you're not sure how to do that, if you need some help, reach out. We have the keys. The ones of us who have done the work, who've done this constant behind the scenes work day in and day out for years, we've got the currency. We know what's going on. So not out of hierarchy, we're not better than anyone, we've just done the work. So if you want to pop in and on this end, if you haven't, reach out, we're here for you. Okay, much love. Tomorrow, Eclipse Day, so excited.